Good evening, disc golfers, and welcome to the 19th hole. This is the 4th episode, season 2. Mike, how are you doing?
Man, Eddie, I am doing great. I tell you what, I could not feel better, except I'm a little tired.
We had an action-packed weekend. We have a lot to talk about. Mike and I spent the entire weekend on location at the 5th annual Cinco de Mayo Meltdown. We're going to have to talk about that on the green. We got some great clips. We got some great new video clips that have been sent in by our viewers. Thank you guys for sending those in to us. We've also gotten a new relationship built with the Facebook page Disc Golf Humor and Dillagaff. A great couple Facebook pages. They've been generous enough to let us use some of their videos. So we're going to send some of those to you this way on this episode. We're going to talk about the Tim Selinsky. Special guest on the show, Jeff Hungerford, just got back from Indiana from the Tim Selinsky U.S. Masters. He played well.
He did play well.
He did play well. Don't forget, guys, come into Fly Green Disc Golf with your tags. You get that 10% off. That's some good stuff, man. 10% off every time you come in just for having a tag, right?
Tell you what, all you got to do is bring the tag in. You get 10% off. It's as simple as that, Eddie.
It's awesome. It's awesome stuff. Look, don't forget to like, subscribe to the 19th hole with Eddie and Mike. That way you get alerted when the new videos come out, like this weekend. Mike and I were live on site at the tournament. You wouldn't have known if you didn't subscribe. If you're a subscriber, you got the bell, it went off, you were joined with us. It was an awesome time there. We had our kid caster for the first time. That was really great. We have Missy Gannon on the show tonight. She also played at Cinco this weekend. It's going to be an action-packed show. Mike, why don't you take us to commercial?
I tell you what, we'll be right back after this commercial from Gatekeeper Media. Welcome back, and thank you from that message from Gatekeeper Media.
I love Gatekeeper, man. They're doing amazing things for us, and if you need a good company to come out and film your events, Mike, they're coming out to States this year, so they're doing high-quality work. Give them a call. Look them up on Facebook, Gatekeeper Media.
You know what, Eddie? It's time for On the Green.
On the Green.
You know what, Eddie? It's Sunday. This Sunday is Mother's Day.
It is.
And a great lead-in to that is a tournament being put on called the Crushing the Hollow.
Yeah.
It's May 12th at Adams Hollow in Brighton, Colorado. It's presented by Throw Pink. The tournament director is Carla Akers. It's a C tier. They're going to have about 80 players, which for a women's tournament is incredible. And kind of a celebration to women and hopefully a lot of mothers day before Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
And our guest today, Missy Gannon, she's playing in that
She
tournament.
will be playing in that event.
That's another good event to be looking forward to.
Yeah, good luck, ladies. Have fun out there. And the next day, right after that event, Mike, same course, May 13th on Mother's Day, there's a Next Gen Tour event out there ran by Kyle Mott. This is a qualifier.
That's also at Adams Hollow, right?
It is, and it's a Region 5 qualifier. It's in Brighton again. 50 players are signed up so far. This is a C tier, so if you're looking for something to do on Mother's Day, well, you better be having dinner with Mom and bringing her flowers. But
that's right.
If you can't, then go out to Adams Hollow.
Well, you can do the Adams Hollow in the morning and still have flowers and dinner with Mom in the
afternoon.
You could,
yeah, that's actually a good idea. Good luck to everybody playing in those events this weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and Patty, my mom-in-law. Love you. All right, Cinco results. Let's do this.
Cinco, Cinco, Cinco. Cinco, Cinco.
That's all I got left in me.
Well, I tell you what, it was at Shining Mountain, and it was incredible. And you know what? I'm just going to jump right in with no further delay. Open results. I got a chance to follow the Opens men for the final round and the second final round.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's take a look at some clips while we're talking about it. We'll watch a couple clips.
Yeah, why don't we run through those Open results, Mike?
So, Joe Revere. incredible. This guy is a machine.
He is. And you know why he's a machine? You do know, because we've been talking about this.
Yep.
Joe Revere putted every day of the tournament. After the tournament was over, he went out and putted until dark on the practice basket. And then he was the first player on the course every morning. I get up early. Make no mistake.
Yep.
I am always the first one up.
We were there bright and early, and Joe was there practicing.
He went to the course. He went to the course and started working.
Preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 Ps, Joe knows them well.
He does know them well, and he applied it.
Joe won, and you know, when you're up 8 shots going into the final round, you're really got a strong control of the tournament, and you're up 3.5 hours before the tournament starts because you're going to play a full round on that course. To make sure you're really going to dominate. That's a true professional. As you can see.
Take a look. This is Joe just ripping it up. And again, you know, you just got to give it up to him being up early, staying up late, doing his thing. A lot of players were watching the band, which we had a great band, Woody and Sunshine from Arkansas. We're rocking the night away.
No wonder you're tired.
There was poker going on. It was awesome, and Joe was working, so that's why he won. And he had some great challengers come in. We had a touring pro from Chicago, Illinois.
This guy Brian Earhart.
Yeah.
He was a great guy. Got a chance to meet him, talk to him.
We did. We interviewed him. That'll be up. I don't believe that video's up yet. I'll have to get with the producer on that, because I've been in zombie mode. Yeah, but we do have a video interviewing Brian Earhart, so we'll definitely get that to you guys.
Yeah, they're up. And third place, one of my closest friends and Team Fly Green and Team Throw Colorado team player Tristan Lucerne.
Wow.
Man, this guy kicked butt. Stepped up, playing with the big boys.
Super proud of you, bro.
We're just ready to see so much big stuff out of him. Tristan is one guy that finally said, hey, if you want to be a big player, you have to practice and you have to train and you have to put in the time. And
coming in third place to Joe Revere and Brian Earhart, two top-level pros.
Yeah, and
he's right there, so that's great.
If you looked at the scores, there was, the 4 or 5 top guys, and then everybody else was 5 or 6 shots behind them. I think Joe finished at, was it 22 down?
It was a few strokes, 6, maybe 6 strokes up.
I wanted to say it was 18 or 20 down.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have it here?
No, but I know Tristan was only 2 strokes off of Brian.
Yeah. So Brian was 2 off of 8 off of Joe.
And Sully pulled in 4th place right there. He was strong the whole way
Sean
through
Sullivan.
that event. And
so anyway, it was amazing. It was great. I know they all had a fun time playing together. And those same 4 guys were on the same card for the second and third, which was final round.
They shot the same rounds, the third round actually. And rounding out the top 5 rather was again Colorado guy Ryan Wilking. Brings a great atmosphere with him everywhere he goes. Had a great time playing. He was just having fun, and he throws far. When you get 2 rounds on the Beast at Shining Mountain, and you can throw far and keep it in bounds, you've got an advantage, and it showed right here with these players that finished out.
Yeah.
The Open women, Missy Gannon, she just wins.
I'm so excited to talk to her. I am so excited to talk to Missy tonight. Looking forward to it.
Ellen Widboom took 2nd place, and 3rd place was Erica Weir. The Pro Masters, Chris Thomas is dominating right now. He really is. And I thought, what's going to happen when Mitch Sonderfan comes back?
He needs to tune up his game a little bit. He's just got to get himself.
Yeah, definitely. First tournament back. Mitch looked great. He got 2nd place in this tournament. Yeah. He was playing well. He was in a great mood. So Mitch, I was absolutely ecstatic to see you this weekend on the course. I can't wait to talk to you later.
Come on down. Well, let's get you on the show.
He wants to come down. We just got to coordinate it with him. So it'll be great. You can bring Eddie, bring Marcia, bring the family.
And Chris, we'd love to have you on the show too. So anyway, Mitch was in 2nd, and Hank Kerman came in 3rd. Hank did a great job as well.
He did.
And then my boy Ben Fairley, 4th place. Ben, great job out there. You did such a great job. Ben does all the artwork.
Yeah.
If anybody needs any artwork, Fairly Creative. and you can contact us at the show. We can get you set up with
Joe
Ben.
Klosky rounded out the top 5 real quick. We'll do Pro Masters women. That was Carla Akers again. She's running that event up at Crushing Hollow.
Yep.
Okay, and then Meredith Horsky was second place, and third place Suey Jones.
Yep.
We love
and
Suey.
the Pro Masters 50 plus. In first place was Tim Gossage. In second place, Christopher Keener. And in third place was Troy Grundell.
Yeah, it was dude. It was so much fun watching these players this weekend. Some of the lines they hit were amazing.
Incredible.
Serenity's a challenge, man.
What happened was I was watching one group. They'd come through and go one way. The next group would come through and go a completely different direction.
Because there's so many lines out there.
Yeah. I mean, take a look at this clip.
Yeah, exactly, man. Rounding out the top 4
No,
right
I said
there.
take a look at this clip.
Are we looking back at it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we doing?
we were actually going to look at it.
Okay.
So, see, what happened was,
crushed.
in this shot here, you could have gone over the top, but instead, just punched it right through the trees.
Yeah, he sure did, Mike. It was an amazing shot, and let's watch it again, actually, because I'm not seeing the line that feller saw there.
Just saying.
But it's there. Okay, rounding out the top 4 was Bruce Darrington, the course the curator of disc golf up there. Much love to you, Bruce. I just love doing this show with you, Mike. It's so much fun. The advanced division, that was a shootout.
Holy cow. You know what? There's so much talent in that advanced division. The top of that advanced division, I mean, golly, those guys are practically pros.
Some of them are, but our winner this weekend, I don't know how many tournaments he's won. I'm not even sure how long he's been playing. He is the newest member of Team Thrill Colorado as of a few months ago, Ryan Orlowski. This guy came out in the shorty shorts, first off. This is Ryan's wardrobe for Sunday's match after running the poker match. It was a lot of fun. I don't know, but I need a pair of these shorts, Mike, because he came out. They had a 3-way tie for first place.
Need a pair of those shorts.
So it was Ryan Orlowski, Benjamin King, and Alex Stoops all tied up, knotted up at the end of this thing. So we go out to a playoff on the Beast, hole number 1. They all par it.
What a great lineup.
Right? It was fun. We had a great gallery following us around. Everyone pars hole 1. We go over to hole 2, 680-foot hole. That was where we lost one of the players. Alex Stoops he dropped off at that hole and finished third place. So then it was Benjamin King and Ryan Orlowski going to hole 3, which if you're familiar with that course out there, the Beast hole 3, you've got a pond off to the left and it kind of runs in front of you. You got OB road all over behind it. It's a scary hole. You've got the regular ball golf green also over to the left. Ryan Orlowski steps up, has the box, boom, and just drops this. I thought he was going to ace it. Benjamin put a shot out. He was 35, 40 feet out, and it kissed chains but didn't drop in. Orlowski won that division. It was a great playoff. Shout out to you guys. You did a great job.
Yep. So in the Amateur Masters 40 plus.
Well, we got Ethan Boyd actually in 4th place and Ryan Majors rounding out the top 5 in those guys because there was a lot of players in that field.
That's true. We got to give props to a bunch of those guys because that was a tight division. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
it's all good, brother.
In the Amateur Masters 40 plus, John Yoder came in 1st place. John, great job there. Brian Cleese, I believe is
Cleese. Brian Cleese, yep.
Yep. Came in 2nd place, Eric Snee in 3rd place, and our boy Chance Nelson. 4th place, great job. And then tied for 5th place was Jason Palmer and Tarman Adams.
Awesome job,
great
fellas.
Great job, all of you guys.
Killing it, man. We had a pretty good division for the AM Masters 50 plus as well.
We did, man. That was a great turnout.
Dan Schroeder's a great player. And then we got some of those Foothill Flyer boys coming down, right? David Ehrlich coming down.
And Scott Taylor.
Yeah, Scott Taylor. And that was your top 3 right there. Your AM 55 plus was Richard White, 1st place. Chuck Andrews. Man, we had some great divisions, dude. It was awesome.
Yep.
Heath Michael's gotten his, I think, 2nd or 3rd win in a row now.
for the intermediate division.
Yep.
And
He's,
the intermediate division was getting pretty competitive too.
well, you have Clint Rosen.
Yep.
Right there. There was he was tied for third with Colin. Oh wait, no, Clint was actually second.
Yeah,
Colin
Colin
and
Sweetheart and Truck were
Yep.
tied for third.
Yep, and Jonathan Reinier
Right.
took.
Truck and Wen.
Yep, team member. Who's
Yep.
that right there? She always wins when this girl signs up.
Oh yeah.
She wins. She's like
Yep.
the Missy
Talking
Gannon.
about Brittany Twist.
Brittany Twist took first
Yep.
place.
Intermediate women, Brittany Twist.
Yep, Throwco member Melissa Howard. She took second. Laylee Bright took third.
Yep.
And then we had some
In the
rec
rec
players.
division, we had Jeff Jones in first place and Jesse Jortel in second place.
Boom. It was a great
It was
time.
so much fun.
So the courses were well prepared.
They were well prepared. Everybody said they had a blast. They said that the courses were laid out great, very challenging.
A lot of campers. People stayed right on site. So we're just breaking
The
this down
food
for
was
you.
great. The drinks were great. The
Do you remember when
management was great.
the mayor showed up?
hospitality was good. The mayor showed up.
the mayor showed up and talked about states in August and is excited to see us come back? The mayor walked in and said, I haven't seen this many people at an event like this.
There's going to be so
before."
much fun at States. I feel like it's going to be incredible. You guys are going to be so excited to be part of that. So
All right, you know what? We're going to get ready to do this long drive. But before we hit the long drive, we should probably do a commercial
Let's
from
do it.
our friends at Fly Green.
oh yeah, we'll be right back after this. Hey, welcome back. I tell you what, there was all kinds of great tournament action this past weekend, Eddie. But one of the best ones out there is that Nick Hyde Memorial. That thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Sponsored by Heiserbaum, Matt Surrey. They had every big name you could mention out there. And you know what?
Paul
One
took
of the
it.
old big boys came back on top, Mr. Paul Macbeth.
Yeah, he's still the McBeast.
You can't knock him off. You can't cross him off the list. He is still one of the big contenders out there. So he beat Eagle McMahon, and he beat Mr. Wysocki.
Yep.
It was a good matchup, but he took him down. So Eagle came in second. Wysocki came in third. What about the ladies? How'd they do?
Well, I don't know, Mike. I actually threw that paper away and you set me up. So that's real funny that you did that on the camera, Mike. I
Let me
appreciate
tell
that.
you what.
Why don't you tell me, Mike?
First place, Sarah Holcomb. She rocked it out there. You watched it with me. We were watching the highlights together. You don't remember? Yes. Sarah Holcomb came in first place. Maria Olivia came in second place. It was a great matchup. We watched them go head to head at it. And then Jessica Weiss came in third place.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's great. And
Anyway.
also, if you're looking for a great event to play, you can go down to Clash of the Canyons in Lockport, Illinois this weekend. It's Mother's Day, but if you got time, get down there and talk to tournament director, Mr. Steve Rockin.
Are there still openings for that?
I'm not sure, but if not, I know he needs volunteers. You know how I know that, Mike? Because there's 286 players. Kudos to you, sir, for running such a big event.
Well done.
Tim Selinsky.
Oh man, now this is an awesome tournament. I tell you what, this is going to be awesome. Jeff Hungerford's on his way back. Hopefully he gets here in time for the tournament, or for the interview tonight, because he's coming back from the Tim Selinsky tournament. You gave him directions to get
somebody
here,
check
right?
my phone
Um,
to make sure that he gets here.
so, you know, we had some other great names at that tournament, you know.
Missy wasn't there. She was at another one.
She was. But one of my favorite guys who called and wished me happy birthday last year, not only was he there, but he won. Mr. Johnny McCrae.
Good job, sir.
Shot 46 down. So kick butt for him. Tied for second place between Mike Moser and Robert Ryan at 41 down.
Yeah.
So pretty good action there. In the Pro Masters Women's Division, 40 plus, Courtney McCoy came in at 3 under, and in second place, Leslie Todd at +1. Leslie Todd, she is a sweetheart.
Awesome artist too.
Yes, she is very, very talented. That whole family's talented.
Melinda Ring took rounding out the top 3 in the Pro Masters division, Pro Masters 50 plus. Eric Rainey shooting a -38. Wow. He was tied up with Jim Oates. They both shot -38. Eric Rainey just took him away in the playoff. So kudos, good job, Eric.
Yep.
Jim second place, and John Turlap shooting a -36 for third place there. That's some pretty good numbers.
Yeah, Pro Masters Women 50 plus.
That would be Barrett White with a -4. Second place was Susan Stevens +2, and Pam Reinicke.
You're a good friend.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate
you're
you
a good
sometimes
friend. In
too,
the Pro
buddy.
Masters 60 plus,
Oh, you got this one.
Randy Beers.
I
Gosh,
knew you'd get that one,
woo!
Mike.
Can somebody get me one of those? I came in first place at 27 down, and then our boy Jeff Hungerford.
Woo, woo!
Bam, bam, bam. 24 down.
All right, so let's stop right there. The winner was Randy Beers, -27. Jeff Hungerford got second place, -24. That's 3 strokes. After the first round, Jeff was feeling pretty generous, and he gave up 10 strokes to the
10
leader.
shots. He was 10 off the lead.
10 strokes. We'll hear more about that story later, so it's really cool.
Pretty awesome.
And then
Mike Cloyce,
Yep.
21 down for third place.
Pro Masters, 60 plus ladies. Sandy Gast, first place. Our lady, Kathy Hardiman, boom, second place.
Nice work, Kathy.
Yeah, girl, you doing it. Sevilla, you got that one, right?
Vokas.
Sylvia
Vokas.
Vocus, there you go.
Yeah. And then the Pro Masters 80 plus, Carlos Rigby.
Yeah, this guy's killing it, man.
Rigby.
Yeah. 80 plus.
80 plus. We want you on the show, Carlos.
Yeah, if any of you guys know Carlos
If anybody
Rigby,
can get in touch with Carlos Rigby.
we want some video of Carlos. We want to talk to him, email, phone number, whatever it is. Let's chat.
Yeah, we'd love
with
to
this
have
guy.
you on the show. Obviously, you know your nutrition, physical fitness, and everything else to keep yourself staying fit and being active at 80 years plus. And disc golf must be an integral part of that.
Absolutely, it is. We already know that, Mike. All right, our Hall of Fame this week on this episode is the class of 2003. Did you get that paper?
Let's see.
How's it feel?
I have the
How does it
shopping
feel?
list here. I have the to-do
It's not gonna be in there?
list here. I have the...
You have the shopping list?
Here's
I'm
where-
getting directions. Hold on.
I have... here's
Okay.
here's a list from your
You know what? We're
wife.
not going to do that one, actually. So, let's just... I can't do it. I'm going to go to commercial. Let's watch.
We'll be right back
Yeah.
after this.
Let's do something a little more fun. How about disc golf training? Disc golf? I'm going to learn. Disc golf?
I know disc golf.
Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it.
Does this mean you're going to sign up for the Midwest Masters?
Hell yes.
Welcome back to the 19th hole. We're going to move right on to the long drive because we've got a really exciting guest in the house tonight. Colorado's very own Jeff Hungerford is in the studio with us tonight. Just made the long drive back all the way from Indiana after playing the
See
Tim
what you did
Solinsky.
there.
Yes, he did the long drive, Mike. Don't get anything past you, do I, buddy? Anyway, let's go ahead and bring our guest, Mr. Jeff Hungerford, up on stage, please.
Woo!
Hey.
Better lock your
What's up,
car
brother?
in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff, for coming out here.
Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I watched your show. I've
never imagined I'd be on it.
Well, of course you're going to be on it. You're one of Colorado's best disc golfers. Speaking of which, you just got back from Indiana, Jeff, right?
That is correct. I just pulled in.
Just literally, he called me today and said, Eddie, I will be there. I'll be at Fly Green by 6 o'clock. So we're really excited. Again, thank you for coming in. You look great, buddy, for driving that far.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
and you
should've
know
brought you a
what?
suit.
Thank God the bathroom was empty when you got here.
Why was that?
Well, so you could use it. I mean,
This, Mike, you can't mess with guys like him. All right, Jeff, let's talk about Tim Selinsky this year.
Sure.
How was it?
I thought it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
It really was an excellent event. We played at Lemon Lake. There are 4 championship courses on the same spot with a
Right.
giant pro shop, twice as big as this is the store right here.
No offense, Mike.
I'm not offended whatsoever.
And there was an overwhelming number of volunteers, and the whole place was set up. It just looked super professional. A really fun tournament.
Tell us about the courses that you played. So this was kind of a real marathon tournament style, basically, you guys were playing in, right?
Well, yes. So that's a good thing to bring up because people talked about this last week. With these 4 courses being available, they had most of the divisions would play each course once. So that means I get there Sunday before to practice 4 different courses. That's a
Right.
workout. And everybody was out there doing that. And then we teed off for our first round Friday at 1 p.m. And our 4th round we teed off Sunday at 9 a.m., which meant we finished 4 courses in less than 48 hours.
Wow, that is definitely a marathon. So how did you play? Let's hear that.
The last 3 rounds I played well. I played about as good as I'm playing these days, sort of 980. I had a 990 right around. The first round, unfortunately, I had one of those rounds. Everybody knows, you just have a bad round and you can't fix it.
Yeah.
So I spotted the whole field 10 strokes, and then I caught all the way up to within 2 strokes of first.
Well, you were going to do that anyway,
Well-
you told me.
Yeah. So I did not win. I took second, but
That's still pretty good. You're down by 10 after the first round, and you fought all the way back. So that's really good playing, man. And again, every tournament you get in, Jeff, you play really well. What is it that helps you win tournaments? What are you doing that other guys aren't doing, that you're beating consistently?
well, I think the big thing for the last year and a half is I work at it as a full-time job. On days when I'm not competing, I practice 8 hours. I look at the clock, and I go, I'm getting my 8-hour work in. And then days when you do compete, you don't want to go too much,
Right.
But you have that warm-up, that's usually an hour or 2, and then the competition is 3-4 hours. And so that's a real big difference for me, is just putting the time into it.
Yep.
So-
And that's what I hear from everyone that's winning tournaments, is you really just have to put the time in. The bottom line.
So in an 8-hour day, what does that consist of for you, Jeff? I mean, break it down for us.
Well, the main focus for me is putting. And I spend more time doing that than anything else. And the other 2 big ones for me are practicing forehands and upshots. And then ever since Jonesboro, I played Jonesboro about 4 weeks ago, I realized that, this is going to sound funny, after playing for 44 years, that I'm not doing it right. And these young kids, they're showing me how to do it right. And a couple of them, the young pros, even some you haven't heard of, they helped me out. They showed me so much respect. They said, some old guy out here playing in the men's open division. And I had a good tournament in Jonesboro. And they showed me a little bit. So I'm working on changing my form and trying to get it right, So
Yep.
So now, what about, are you adding any physical aspects to your training as far as physical workouts or anything else, cardio? I notice, sport is fast progressing, and just like any other sport, athletes are exercising and they're doing things. They're eating better. Are you doing that yourself to prepare for tournaments in the season?
I am. And in the past, I've been a really terrible eater. And I 40 years as an engineer, 185, 190 pounds, right? And I got on tour last year, and I didn't really think about healthy lifestyle, but I started cutting weight. I didn't even notice it. I couldn't eat enough. I was so active.
Right.
And now we were talking about this earlier today about getting a lot of the vegetables and fruits that you need and smoothies.
Yeah.
And so I really tried to eat right, because after investing so much time and effort into this sport, I mean, the incremental effort, with eating, and the same thing with training. So I have a set of hand weights, and I've studied and got some coaching on stuff I can do in the motel room. So I work on that every day.
That's awesome.
And I use light weights and I use high repetitions. So it's the way a ballerina might train, or a gymnast or a diver, that kind of thing. You're not trying to bulk up. You're trying to
Yeah.
get fast and strong and accurate. So
And keep your muscles flexible too. I mean, no offense, but
stretching,
we're
yeah,
getting a
yeah.
little older. You got to be able to
Yep.
to be able to keep up, like you said, for 4 rounds. We were at the tournament. I didn't even play, and I was exhausted this morning when I got up.
because you guys work hard as tournament directors, that's why.
It was a lot of fun. All right, so Jeff, we jumped into to the tournament, and we like to ask the common questions first. So we skipped. What is your PDGA number?
688.
688. That might be the lowest PDGA number we've had on the 19th hole. That's
Wow.
awesome.
Get Billy O'Dell in here.
So
Right.
that being said, when did you first pick up your first Frisbee? Because
Oh.
back then it wasn't a disc, right? It was a Frisbee.
So probably when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. But I do remember when I was a freshman in college in 1973, long before the Frisbee stuff really got going. My friends would want to toss a Frisbee around, have a beer on campus, right? And I was terrible. And they would play, and I would want to, but they're like, Jeff, I don't want to chase after your disc. And then the next year, in 1974, I got home, and Jim Palmieri, who was my 7th grade teacher a few years back, he thought he had invented the game of disc golf. He was holding the first disc golf tournament ever in history. He bought a new car to put up as a prize, and he wanted me to get going with this. And so I fell in love with the sport, and I was still terrible. And I just don't have any natural ability as a disc golfer. So when you were asking me, I think outside, what's the secret to getting good? It's like, I'm not good. I just work hard and I overcome all that.
And that was the right
weakness.
answer. You work
Yeah,
hard. Because
yeah.
I asked you also outside, I said, Jeff, do you think you have an advantage playing on the road when because you're from the Colorado Rockies area, higher altitude, less air, climbing up and down courses, and you said my advantage is I just work hard.
Well, and so does Joe, and so does
Yep.
Eagle and Colton and
Yep.
Joel Freeman. So those guys are all in that league of, they're serious athletes. And that's the direction the sport's going, and I love it. I think
do
it's,
too.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely going the right direction. We pick up some big sponsors, and it's going to break loose. Jeff, what's your hometown?
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New
Ah,
York.
yeah.
So what would be your favorite course then?
Parma or West or Chili. Both of those. Parma's up near the lake.
Both in New York.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the one up near the lake. I think it's called Parma. If you haven't heard of it or played it, it is one of the top 10 greatest of all time. It is an amazing course.
Well, you look like you have a really nice road rig out there. So the next time you're heading east, give me a call, and I will be happy to head to New York and play disc golf.
You'll drive out to Rochester with me?
I would. I think it'd be fun. We have to take Mike though, because
I'm signing this guy up.
All right.
We're a duo. We're
So
take
what
one,
would
take
be
both.
your favorite baseball team?
Ooh.
My superpowers are limited, so I don't know baseball.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I just throw that out there. When you're from New York, those can be very strong answers sometimes.
No.
The right answer here would be the Rockies, or we lock
The
door.
Rockies. That's
Okay,
right. I
okay.
forgot that.
You
yeah.
know what? It's a fair country.
It
it's
is, it
free.
is.
It's everyone has their own choices and
What is your favorite disc, Jeff? What is that one disc that's your favorite?
It's the one disc that prevents me from getting sponsored. Can
Okay.
you guess?
I'm gonna go with a destroyer.
No, I could get sponsored by Innova if
Exactly.
that won't prevent anything.
Oh, that prevents you from getting. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
I'm looking over at your dynamic.
So if somebody came
shirt.
along and offered me a sponsorship, I have to politely decline because I use Gateway Wizards.
Oh, I see
And they're
what
made
you're
out of
saying.
special material that is very soft and gummy.
Polypropylene.
Well, this is the SSSS. This is the freaky stable. Freaky soft and gummy. And so if I miss a putt, I rarely do that, right? But when I miss a putt and it hits the cage, it just folds up and drops down like a pile of mashed potatoes. And I watch my other competitors putting with these stiff putters, and they'll hit the cage and bounce up and roll and fly and everything else. So
Dave McCormick, you hear it here first.
That's right. Send
The
us a box of
19th
those.
hole. The super stupid soft putter flops to the ground and does not go anywhere else. And we sell them by the truckload here at Fly Green Disc Golf and on flygreendiscgolf.com. No, actually, that is an amazing putter. Do you ever use the RFF?
I started out with the RFF, and I did something that no one else does. I bought a 12-inch digital vernier caliper, and I measured the diameter of
Are
these.
you kidding?
Well, no one's ever done this,
I
right?
know, okay.
I measured the diameter of my Wizards, and I found out that if you compare that measurement to what's reported on the PDGA website, that it's off. The discs are smaller than what's reported. And then I started measuring Dynamic Discs and Innova. All of them are smaller than what's reported on the PDGA website. And I believe that's the reason for that is that when the PDGA approves a mold, they look at the actual physical mold, the dimensions of the
Not
stainless
the
steel,
disc.
not
That's
the
right.
disc. And when you mold a disc, as you know, it shrinks a bit. So Wizards turn out to be the smallest diameter putter, and it may be the smallest diameter disc I know of in the entire world. And so when you putt with a Wizard, it makes the basket look slightly bigger, right? Because it's a smaller disc. Now, if you hit right in the center, it doesn't matter. You can
Right.
do that with a big disc. But when you miss a little bit, like I do on left or right, these Wizard putters just find a way to grip and kind of slide in there a little bit.
God, you're really good at this, Jeff. You almost got me sold. Can somebody get me a couple of those Wizards before they're gone off
You don't
the
even
shelf?
have the soft. I'll get one out of the car, and you can just mash it and mush it up, and it's nice.
It's good stuff. Jeff, it's been awesome you coming to the show. Real quick, where are you heading to? What's next for you?
Well, we have Women's Global this weekend,
Yep.
and so
Is
Kyle,
that the one up at Adams Hall?
Adams Hollow. That's
Yep.
going to be a big event. It looks like we'll have more than 72. So
Nice.
Ray was the tournament director and Carla Akers assistant TD, but Ray qualified for the state championship for the U.S. match play. So Kyle and I are going to step in, both Kyles actually, and we're going to help out this. And then as soon as I finish with Women's Global, going to hop in the car and drive to Santa Cruz for the Masters Cup.
Santa Cruz. Man. Nice.
That's a fun place. You got to go there sometime.
All right, so we'll
Don't
go
tempt
there.
me.
We'll play a tournament, do a little surfing maybe,
A little live on
go
the
see
spot.
a concert.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Jeff, thanks again for coming in, brother. We appreciate it so much. Jeff Hungerford, everybody.
You guys are great.
Truly an honor, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
What's up, guys? It's Ian Ray with DGOE. If you like what you saw in the video, give us a like on our Facebook page, DGOE Apparel. If you need to put an order in, hit us up on Gmail, dgoeapparel@gmail.com.